I'm Gary Blem, head mechanic, and you're inside Team Sky.
For the first of our behind-the-scenes features inside Team Sky, we focus on the work of Chief Mechanic Gary Blem. A member of Team Sky since joining at the start of the 2012 season, Gary Blem has been instrumental in the team's success in the past 2 seasons, acting as Chris Froome's personal mechanic during the Britain's successful assault on the Tour de France last year. On a chilly March morning in Belgium, Team Sky lined up at the E3 Harelbeke in Flanders. We met up with Gary and his team as the Pinarello race bikes are delivered to the team hotel and preparations are in full swing.
With these races now, the classics, it's crazy with the amount of wheels you need to carry, because you've got to carry wheels for the zone hoppers. For all the different bikes, we've got 24 bikes in the race today. So we have 8 bikes in the race, 8 bikes on the first race car, and then this is a backup race car. So if anything happens to the current race car, let's say a flat tire or it breaks down for any reason, if we have an accident, this car will then go in the race. So, and then I'll take the broken car. You can't foresee what's going to happen, but you can plan at least.
The race starts in Harelbeke. Thousands of fans, 200 riders, 25 teams. While the riders have the full attention of the public, Gary and his team's preparations continue. Up to the very last minute, continuous checks and adjustments are being made. It's the constant search for the smallest advantage.
We'll offload all the bikes, do another check on them, just align the brakes, make sure the brakes are even, check the gears are working again, because anything can happen. And then, depending on the time the race starts, we will then adjust the tyre pressure about 30 minutes before the start of the race, so that we don't lose too much pressure while we're waiting for the race to start. So we'll do that about 30 minutes prior. About 15 minutes prior to the start, I'll leave with the car and try and get ahead of the race so we can be at certain zones.
For this race, Gary is out of his customary position following the peloton in the race convoy. Instead, he's roadside on the cobbled sections, offering support.
The roads here have got a lot of loose gravel on them, so the riders will pick up tiny pieces of gravel in the tyre itself, in the tyre bedding. So by the time they get to the end of the section, they'll most likely have a flat wheel, hopefully not. And if they do, we can do a quick wheel change for them. As you can see, the road is really narrow, so the team cars can't pass the other team cars to get to the front to assist the riders, so they rely on the zone hoppers to change the wheels and look after the riders. It's a bit stressful. They're trying to get to the different sectors on time.
While the fans follow their idols, what they don't see is the high-speed game of leapfrog, as the team support vehicles made up of team personnel and hired teams of locals known as zone hoppers race to get ahead of the peloton to offer their support before the next section of cobbles. It's fast, frenetic and unpredictable.
Yogi crash! Yogi crash!
On the team radio, news comes through that Ian Yogi Stannard has crashed. Time to scramble. When new information comes through that the accident is further up the course, the team hightail it to the latest location. By the end of the race, Gary and his team will have made approaching a dozen stops along the race route, but the effort will be worth it. Geraint Thomas secures 3rd place for Team Sky in a race won by Peter Sagan. 2 hours after the race finish and back at the team hotel, Gary contemplates a race which has brought podiums and a broken bike due to Stannard's enforced abandonment.
We've had a lot of crashes today. As you can see, we have 1 broken bike, 1 fatality from all the crashes. All in all, okay, it was a rough day for every team, not just for us, but the end result was good.
For Gary and his team, a day that started 12 hours earlier is far from finished. 24 race bikes have to be stripped, washed and reassembled with infinite care once more. all done with good grace and no little humour. The following morning at the Team Sky service course, Standards Bike is being rebuilt. By normal standards, the warehouse which stores all the team's equipment is relatively quiet, as Team Sky is simultaneously competing on 3 different fronts.
That requires a lot of equipment. So we need wheels in 3 different places. We have bikes in 3 different places and vehicles and stuff. Yeah, equipment-wise, it takes careful planning. We go through in a region of about 2,000 tyres in a season. And as you can see, we're busy prepping some new wheels, and this is a continuous process. We go through, well, I would say we're using a region of about 300 pairs of wheels in a season. Every rider has three bikes, 3 race bikes. So they have a training bike at home, a spare bike for the race, and then a race bike. And then they have 2 time trial bikes each. So I would say we go through the region of about 220 frames to 250 frames in a season.
For Blem, the long days, the travel, the months away from home all become worthwhile when that effort is translated into results. For Team Sky, that's often been the case over the past few seasons.
I think sharing in the success of the team, being a part of it, being a part of history, you know, being part of the first British team to win the Tour de France, not only once but twice. Everybody puts in the effort. Everybody in this team works at 100%. You know, nobody is tagging along here. So, and then to see the team being rewarded with the success in the races, you know, with the riders achieving their goals, and it gives me great pleasure, you know, seeing a rider like Chris Froome or Bradley Wiggins achieving their dream. For me, it's special just to be a part of it, to play a small part of it.